What up, tube? What are we doing today? I think the better question is, what's in the box? What's in the box? Well, we got some new toys today. And we finally got our rear Wilwood components. So, this was ordered through ArizonaPerformance.com. They've been taking care of the Supra community for a while with brake kits. Their brake kits are made in-house but use Wilwood components. So top-notch industry leaders in performance brakes. This is the rear kit along with an update to the front. My front kit I purchased when we were still tracking the car a little bit, and it has the 6-piston upgraded nickel plating and all that. Well, unfortunately for the rear, Wilwood didn't make a caliper that matched with the same coating, so we wanted to match it all up. So we went with the same 6-piston caliper on the front, but to match the rear caliper. So the front is just going to be a simple swap. We're going to swap out the old caliper, swap in the new caliper, put the pads back in, bleed it out, and you're good. So we'll do that last because we know the front works. So, secondly, the rear calipers. These are 4-piston Dynapros. Wilwood does not make these anymore, and we got lucky. This is one of the last sets they had before they obsoleted them. I wanted a little bit smaller bodied caliper on the rear, just it's a preference. The Arizona Performance's kit uses a Supra light caliper, so that's what this is, a Supra light, but in a 4-piston variety with the same pistons. So the rear caliper is going to have 1 3/8 pistons on this version, as well as the standard Supra light version that Arizona Performance offers in their kit. Now the standard colors, because everybody likes yellow. How do I get yellow? Well, standard colors are black and red gloss powder coat from Wilwood and through Arizona Performance. But Arizona Performance is Arizona Performance is a authorized dealer of Wilwood. They have been for many, many years. They offer one of Wilwood's 24 colors as an option. They have an additional 24 color palette. I went with the competition yellow with a black logo to go behind the black RPF ones, and a little inspiration from a couple friends that said go with yellow behind the black wheel. They showed me some cool Panameras with black wheels, and I kind of bid it on that, so I'm in. Brake pads for the small caliper, for the rear caliper. I already have brake pads for the front. They do not have a lot of wear on them. I'm just going to reuse those. They're going on the same rotors. These are aluminum one-piece hats for the rear. So the OEM parking brake goes inside of this shoe, and it's all made of built aluminum by Arizona Performance. So we get 2 of those, and then we get 2 sets of rotors. I went with the 1288 diameter, round up to 13 to make it easier. 13-inch rotors. They're 1 1/4 inch thick. A little bit overkill on the rear in regards to cooling, but I have, it'll be fine. That's how they make their kit. No problems on the front in all the years I've had it. I don't expect any on the rear. It's a 13-inch rotor with a 4-piston caliper on the rear. Now the important part, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that's using the some of the DIY kits using the Mercedes Brembo calipers and such, but remember, some of those calipers don't have the right clamping force front to rear than the OEM was designed for, especially if you have ABS. The nice thing about Arizona Performance, they've calculated the correct front to rear bias in regards to piston area through the Wilwood option. So yes, it's more expensive. You're getting a brand new quality part. These calipers took me about 3 weeks to get because they were built from scratch. Came completely tested from Wilwood. and are back to 100% by them. Okay, there's pad options. I know the other ones do too, but these, again, these are mathematically correct front to rear bias for the OEM hydraulics on this car. Okay, not dogging the other way, but calculating the right components is correct even on brakes. Brakes are like a fingerprint, and they also include everything you need to run the hoses. Here are the Arizona Performance hoses. They're the hoses from the caliper up to the hard line on the chassis. These are all the bolts for the they're stainless aero grade bolts for the rotors to the hats. Here are your two brackets. These are the brackets to bolt to the OEM rear hub to the calipers. Some extra hardware I ordered just in case. Don't want to get stuck without it. These are the larger bolts that go here. Through Wilwood, I just ordered a few extra. And I also ordered through Wilwood a new 1/8 NPT to -3 male-to-male fittings to go into the calipers on the front. The Wilwood calipers are threaded to 1/8 NPT, so I wanted to put brand new ones on the front. The front calipers will be for sale, hint hint, as soon as I'm done with this. So, just a quick preview of what's going on. We're going to get to this. I will have a second video next week showing the installation of all this, and a sneak peek at what else is going on. I will be doing a clutch master cylinder change on the Supra using an adapter plate from one of the homies in the Supra community, and I lost it. Well, it's in here somewhere. I promise you I have it. I just don't remember where I put it. Anyhow, it is a aluminum adapter plate that allows you to adapt the Wilwood 2¼ inch vertical flange master cylinder in various bore sizes. I went with 3/4 to help give me a little more modulation. It gives me more volume than the OEM 5/8. I'm going to put a nice Wilwood billet master cylinder on it, reservoir on it. They do come with the plastic ones, and I can mount them remotely. I got a bunch of odd hardware in there to make it all work. Should be pretty straightforward. That will be the very last thing I do after all the brakes are done. So that's the update. Got the stuff. Next week we'll see the install. Y'all hit the subscribe, hit the likes, hit the bell, all that stuff everybody else wants you to do. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Enjoy, and God bless.